How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review episode.
Boo! You suck.
Episode number 3.
Go home.
Episode number 300.
Stop doing reviews.
Really, dude?
Boo!
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Daily Review episode number 311. And the film I'm going to be reviewing for you guys today is Heckler. This is one of the DVDs I picked up at Hollywood Video for 83 cents, so not bad, right? Heckler is a documentary about stand-up comedy, hecklers, and critics. And it's directed by Michael Addis, and it stars Jamie Kennedy, but there's a whole cast of other people. Chris Angel, David Tell, Lewis Black, David Cross, Mike Ditka, Craig Ferguson, Judah Friedlander, Kathy Griffin, Bobby Lee, John Lovitz, Bill Maher, Andy Milonakis, Patton Oswalt, Paul Rodriguez, Joe Rogan, Nick Swartzen, and tons more of people in this film. Like I said, Heckler is about kind of stand-up comedy hecklers who are basically people that shout out at stand-up comedians when they're on stage, and they shout stupid things out to them. And it also kind of deals with critics and criticisms towards the end, which is kind of ironic because I'm reviewing the film. Heckler, I hadn't seen the film before, but Heckler it's interesting to me because I love stand-up comedy. I don't do it, but I love it, and I think the people that can do it really well are very talented. And hecklers are always interesting to me because I have been to a few stand-up comedy shows before and witnessed people that heckle stand-up comedians, and I thought this could be a very interesting documentary. The first about 20 minutes or so of this documentary is really pretty funny stuff. A lot of it consists of interviewing these comedians and them talking about their own personal experiences with heckles and things that have gone wrong in their shows. And it's all pretty interesting and very funny stuff. They show clips too from different shows, like Jamie Kennedy shows where people shout out stuff to him, real situations where people have done this, and how he kind of deals with it, and they talk to other comedians on how they've dealt with it, which is all pretty funny. Probably though towards the last half of the film, a lot of it has to do with film critics and people that are just critics. There's a scene where Jamie Kennedy goes over to Carrot Top and he reads him something that somebody wrote about his film, Chairman of the Board or something, and how it was the worst movie that he's seen in the entire century or something, and all this stuff, and just asking him, how does that make you feel? And Jamie Kennedy goes by all these other people's offices that say, you wrote this terrible review for Son of the Mask, like, why did you say this stuff, da-da-da-da. And that stuff is not very interesting at all to me, because when it all boils down to it, Heckler, I think the first 20 minutes of the film, I loved every second of it. The last hour of the film, though, it's basically Jamie Kennedy just kind of going through his own therapeutic sessions with these people and trying to get stuff off his chest and, like, pointing the finger and saying, why are you doing this? But instead of any sort of insight coming out of anything that he's saying, it comes off more as somebody whining about their negativity. Like, it seems more like somebody went up to their teacher and was like, why did you give me a C? I did so well. That sort of thing. I don't really recommend Heckler unless you're really into the stand-up comedy world and you want to watch that first 20 minutes to get some insight and you get to hear some funny comedians talk about their stories. There's a really funny bonus feature with Fred Willard, who I absolutely love, of him telling a story about how he had a really small part in a movie where he basically broke up this scene where this guy was ripping off a girl's shirt, and he walks in before they rip off the girl's shirt, and he said that when he was in the theater, people booed when he came on to stop the sexual assault that was taking place, which I think is very funny. But all in all, I think Heckler comes off more as Jamie Kennedy's own hour and 20-minute therapeutic session to get stuff off his chest and to not be as depressed that he made the movie Son of the Mask, which I've never seen, but I don't ever plan on it, sir, if you're watching. I give Heckler a 2.5. I'm going to say and a half, why not, out of 5. I think the first 20 minutes, solid stuff. You can turn it off right after that, but it's really funny for that first 20 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one for you.